Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. Another important news story for you from the Amhara region of Ethiopia, where Fano fighters are on the retreat. They are withdrawing from main towns and cities 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Fano fighters were advancing, they were sweeping across major towns and cities of the Amhara region of Ethiopia. It was being speculated they could advance towards the Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Then came counteroffensives, one after the other, and gradually we saw a retreat of Fano fighters. They retreated from Debre Marcos. Then they retreated from Debre Birhan. Debre Marcos is in Gajam. Debre Birhan is in North Shore. Now a third town where Ethiopian National Defense Force entered last night. ENDF is trying to control the situation. It is trying to consolidate its control of this town. Secondly, Ethiopian Airlines yesterday suspended flights to Dasi, Kambolcha, Lalibela, Gondar, Bahirdar. But today, the Ethiopian Airlines announced to resume flights to two Amhara region's main cities. Does it mean that Fano fighters have been pushed out of these two main cities of the Amhara region? We'll try to analyze these important developments for you. Firstly, viewers, let's start from a new story about the retreat of Fano fighters. Gradually, Fano fighters are vacating towns. The main cities are being vacated by Fano fighters. We can analyze the reasons too. Fano fighters have been fighting for the control of Shewa Robit for several weeks, I would say, because Shewa Robit changed hands several times in the past few weeks. An Ethiopian National Defense Force command post was set up for Shewa Robit. Despite the establishment of a command post, Fano fighters kept on attacking the city, and last week, they captured Shewa Robit. ENDF was pushed out of Shewa Robit city, and then we saw advance by Fano fighters towards Debre Birhan. Shewa Robit is in North Shore of Amhara region. Debre Birhan, capital of North Shore Amhara region. Fano fighters 2 days ago captured Debre Birhan. Then came counteroffensive from Oromia, and two drone strikes were conducted, one on Debre Birhan outskirts and the second one in Termabar to the west of Shewa Robit. So Fano fighters retreated from Debre Birhan, and then last night reportedly Fano fighters retreated from Shewa Robit to Ethiopian military entered Shewa Robit last night. After that, clashes erupted in the town between military and Fano fighters. Some locals were trapped in the crossfire. 3 casualties are being reported, which happened yesterday. Now, reportedly, ENDF is inside Shewa Robit town. Question is, can ENDF secure full control of Shewa Robit? Can ENDF open Shewa Robit to Debre Birhan to Addis Ababa road? Because we saw that ENDF has been in control of Shewa Robit within the last 2 months or so. But problem is that Fano fighters kept on penetrating Shewa Robit. They carried out several ambush-style attacks on ENDF convoys. The Shewa Robit head of peace and security, Abdo Hussain, was assassinated. Shewa Robit city administration fled towards Debre Birhan, towards Addis Ababa. Now, once again, when ENDF is back in the town, can ENDF bring peace? Can ENDF restore peace and stability? Can ENDF restore local government, city government in Shewa Robit? That remains to be seen. Entry is one thing, consolidation is another thing. But Fano fighters, it seems they have reverted to their earlier strategy. Their earlier strategy was they were based in the outskirts of Shewa Robit, towards Rasa, towards west of Shewa Robit. And from there, they kept on attacking Shewa Robit town. They kept on attacking ENDF units moving along Shewa Robit Dasi, Shewa Robit, Addis Ababa road, and that is how they made the local government dysfunctional. That strategy worked. But when they tried to storm the city and tried to remain in control of the city, then came counteroffensive, and from the two cities they had to withdraw. I think they are reverting to guerrilla war. Once again, they'll try to be based in forests, mountains, away from towns, cities, and from there they'll keep on attacking these big towns and cities. Road is still closed with, though ENDF entered Debre Birhan around 24 hours ago. It entered Shewa Robit around 15 hours ago, but still Addis Ababa, Debre Birhan, Shewa Robit road is not fully open. Reportedly, some local Bajajs have been seen traveling. Otherwise, main traffic was suspended when I checked a few hours ago. That is why a long way to go for ENDF to open the road and to push Fano fighters away from the two cities, Shewa Robit and Debre Birhan. Can we say Fano fighters could not hold on to their gains, cities, towns? Yes, they could not. Having said that, they made local government dysfunctional. They got supplies too, they attacked police stations too, they got weapons when they entered Shewa Robit, Debre Birhan, other town cities. It means they are better equipped now, they are well armed now, they have more supplies now, they can survive now, they can plan new attacks. It's not all over. It's not that Fano has collapsed, that Fano has suffered a defeat. No. Fano's capabilities are intact. Yes, people died in Shewa Robit, some in Debre Birhan too, mainly in Shewa Robit. But I think Shewa Fano is still very well organized, well equipped. It will continue to be a challenge to Ethiopian National Defense Force in North Shewa zone of the Amhara region. But Fano's capabilities are limited when it comes to holding towns, cities, big cities. They are not in a position to hold on to their gains. That is what their limitation is, which has been exposed in the past 1 week or so. Having said that, their ability to return to retreat from town, cities, and then restart attacks, that we'll see in coming days. I think they can hit back. They can easily hit back because their capabilities are intact. They are more armed, more equipped now. But let's see what happens. While government is happy that it is restoring peace, stability, it could be Fano's deliberate strategy that it is now returning to a guerrilla war. We'll see in coming hours. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian Airlines yesterday suspended flights to almost all major cities of the Amhara region. Flights to Kambolcha, Lalibela, Bahirdar and Gondar were suspended. Customers were told to that their tickets would remain valid for 1 year, and they were told that they could get refund too. And for this entire ongoing week, all flights to the four airports had been suspended yesterday. But today it seems that things have changed. Ethiopian Airlines today announced the resumption of flights to two main cities of the Amhara region, where there has been heavy fighting. It means that Ethiopian government is in control, Ethiopian military is in control in these two cities. In one of the two cities, the airport was under Fano control. In the other city, fighting was ongoing close to the airport. It seems the government is now confident that it can easily secure the airport. Which two airports? Firstly, Gondar Airport. We know that Fano fighters captured Gondar city, Gondar Airport, Azizo defense camp in Gondar. Then ENDF entered from northern side from Dansha into Gondar. ENDF entered Gondar city. ENDF reached Gondar airport too. Fano fighters were pushed out of Gondar city towards outskirts. There was a heavy fighting inside Gondar city. Urban combat. Dozens of people were killed in the fighting in Gondar city. It seems at last Ethiopian military has managed to take back full control of Gondar airport. That is why flights are going to resume to Gondar airport from tomorrow. Second airport is Bahirdar. Bahirdar is a regional capital. Fano fighters entered Bahirdar from Miravi from Kabale 13-14. They were trying to move towards Balazalek Zaleke airport in Bahirdar. They managed to reach close to the airport, but they could not capture the airport. ENDF remained in control of airport, but civilian flights to Bahirdar airport were suspended. Military flights continued. Now, civilian flights are resuming too. It means that Fano is not posing a major threat to Bahirdar International Airport. That is why from tomorrow, Ethiopian Airlines is going to start flights, resume flights to Bahirdar and Gondar airports. So, tomorrow is crucial. Can the flights safely land at the two airports? And what is going to happen in the next 12 hours or so in Gondar and Bahirdar? It's going to be crucial as well. Can Fano fighters once again force the government to suspend flight operations in Gondar and Bahirdar? We'll see in coming hours. But it seems government is confident. Government has retaken both airports and the government is in a position to resume flights to both airports, Gondar Airport and Bahirdar Airport, regional capital of Amhara region, where Fano fighters tried to take control of the regional capital, but they could not. Sporadic clashes still ongoing in Bahirdar, but there was relative calm in Gondar today reportedly. Thank you for watching.